Part 1, broken jaw recovery. And more so than my jaw, getting out of the hospital, the main thing I wanted to get back to normal was my stomach. You have to be nil by mouth before taking general anaesthetic. Combination of that, antibiotics, painkillers, and multiple operation postponements meant that I had very little to eat. I had multiple fasts that lasted over 40 hours. So I was just there teasing myself on TikTok, having a big scroll, all the most exciting soup recipes I can find. Sweet potato and coconut sounds brilliant. Some Tuscan pasta recipes sound amazing, but I'm gonna have to mash up that tortellini, that Squidward tortellini. The first meal I ate in the hospital after 40 hours of fasting was this, 5 different soups. I had a tomato cup of soup, a chicken broth cup of soup, and my brother's girlfriend delivered in 3 different types of rainbow bean curd soup. Lovely. Meanwhile, Harry brought in some rice puddings and custards I asked for, but in tins with no ring pulls. Thank you very much, that was helpful. So I'm sat there looking like I've rushed the character creation on Saints Row 3, putting away soups, happy as Larry. Still a lot of pain in my jaw at this point. As Joey Tribbiani would say, bean curd soup. This was post-operation, nose dripping, hyperventilating a little bit off of the general anaesthetic, and that's porridge the next morning after. This is some proper hospital slop food, but it tasted so good. I'd lost so much weight, I'd been hungry for so long, that any mushy slop I could put in my mouth and swallow was more than good enough for me. Mashy hospital slop there. There my girlfriend's having a pizza whilst I'm putting away mushed up avocados and mushed up chili. That's what the brownie and custard's supposed to look like, and then that's my... A lot of these foods that I'm eating now, because of the mushiness, they look the same way they're coming in as they do going out. And there's another thing, I didn't drop a numero deuce in the hospital from Tuesday till Sunday. A lot of days there. There's some Brazilian soup and a Paçoca peanut butter milkshake to try and get the calories back on board. Cacao patisserie is goated. 1 week you're in a gym full of pro fighters sparring, getting ready to defend your Cage Warriors lightweight title. And then the next week it's 7 in the morning and you're having a Ben & Jerry's ice cream affogato because you're running out of ways to get liquid calories in. The review? Banging. But I would suggest getting an ice cream that doesn't have as many bits in it. But it's important to keep exercising. Coming out of the hospital, training can be very risky. You don't want to risk gnashing your jaw at all, and your jaw's already very swollen. You don't want to get too hot and swell up your jaw even more. So the lightest exercises I could think of, light farmer's walks for lots of repetitions, and air bike at a pace easier than zone 2. There should probably be a name for that. To keep my mind right, a bit of virtual sparring, suck it often of course, and also to keep my mind right, I'm staying in the gym, I'm observing the techniques, and I'm watching the spars. There's stuff I may notice now I'm on the sidelines that might be the difference between winning and losing when I get back to it. Here I'm watching a boxing session directed by Dr. Richard Stoneham, incredible teacher, and a jiu-jitsu session from UK MMA legend Peter Irvin. Then it was time for a big ass walk. I've been cooped up for a week, so I went for an 8-mile walk. Met my little friend over here, had to dip into a Kia dealership to assault the toilet, a full pot of skier, and a large mocha, maybe not the best for lunch. The police stopped me en route and asked, "What's your name?" I thought they recognised me, but there was just a perpetrator out at large who looked like me. And then lasagna for supper. So I could swallow it, I had to go full Luke Rockhold versus Chris Weidman on it for about 20 minutes before I could make it mash up enough for me to swallow. For dessert, I broke the law and had tiramisu on a Wednesday. Signing off this video, as it's a Teddy Stringer fight week, bosh. Cage Warriors events always slap, like Mark King playing the bass for level 42. Cage Warriors Unplugged, going to support our boy Leon, but in the morning it was farmers walks and scrambled eggs. If you can tell how many eggs are in this scrambled eggs, you win a PlayStation 2 game and a packet of biscuits, neither of your choosing. Cake and custard because I'm still light from all the weight I lost in the hospital last week. We set off on the road to sunny Manchester to get to the Bowlers Exhibition Centre because we are ready to watch some scraps. We get there nice and early, get our seats because we're watching our boy Leon Arms, and what a fight this was. Comes back from his training camp in San Diego and has a 3-round tear-up, throwing hands, landing body shots, countering kicks, fighting through bad positions, and he wins a unanimous decision. 29-28 on all judges' scorecards. Huge respect after the fight, both wearing scars from the battle, mission passed plus respect, getting his eye sorted out, and then he gets his interviews. I couldn't hear what he was saying at this point, but I'm assuming, knowing Leon, it's probably a whole load of Scarface quotes. He opened the show, we were ready to watch more fights. Harry, backstage, being as acoustically helpful as you would expect him to be. Don't ask where we found this. Despite being all bruised up from his 3-round tear-up, Leon, a real team player, helping his teammate Teddy Stringer warm up. Congratulations to all the other MMA Fight Academy lads, Sergio Gavinelli, Anthony Orozco, and Teddy Stringer for all getting wins. And in impressive fashion, back for a sloppy korma for supper, and then it was time for a game of What Song Am I Playing on My Jacket Zip?
My sacrifice.
So it's 2-1 Harry now, right?
I quit. I quit.